I don't think that you guys have been out to the workshop yet. This might be the first time you've seen out here. Well, I've got some t-shirts to make, so let's stay here a little while whilst I go ahead. This is the photo studio. Meet Frank. This is the area where I create the t-shirts, and that's what I'm going to do at the moment is make some more t-shirts from sales from our website. So these are our 80s inspired t-shirts that we're selling on the site and in store. But I just need to cut the artwork out so that I can get them put onto the t-shirts. As I say, 3 today, just 3. But that's cool. That keeps ticking over, keeps getting bigger. I don't know how many of you would know this, but back in the day, early on in my career, I used to work for Adidas and Puma. Need to find the other artwork. Here we go. Used to work for Adidas and Puma. And as an account manager at Puma, I used to look after some pretty big accounts. And the pretty big accounts used to be able to get to make their own clothes, which, unsurprisingly, I guess, sold a lot better than the standard set of clothes that were created by Puma themselves, because every shop going had the different clothes that were in the line from Puma. But when a business created their own clothes, or were big enough for creating their own clothes with Puma, then those would sell better because they could claim that they were part of the exclusive for this account range. But the thing is, to be able to create all of those different clothes, the buyers within the menswear, womenswear, kids, footwear, they're busy people, right? And so lots of the time, they'd give you a little bit of a brief of what they wanted. They'd give you the numbers that they needed to be able to fill their online and their stores, but they would leave you to run with it. So the buyers are busy people, so they've given you minimum order quantities that they want, but they actually don't really even have enough time to actually to design the items they've told you they want. So you and the PLM have to spend a little bit of time following the overall brief that they want, choosing which country they're coming from, what type of cuffs it's going to have, the hem, the gauge of fabric, colorways that are going to be chosen, but ultimately also design the imagery that is going to go on the hoodies and sweatshirts and t-shirts and shorts. So for all intents and purposes, whilst you were there, the designs that end up going into store are your own. You just happen to make them very specifically for that account so that they're exclusive to go into there. And I remember one time, oh God, what am I doing here? I remember one time being out in a supermarket. It was a Safeway. No, it was a Morrison's. It had turned into Morrison's by then. So I remember I was one day in Morrison's and I saw somebody out and about in real life wearing an item of Puma clothing that I had designed. It was all me, everything. For the logo that was on there, it was an archive logo that was on the hoodie. It was a grey hoodie. Anyway, so it was all me, and I was so chuffed that it was me that had designed that, and that somebody had chosen to buy it from a shop, and I'd seen them because they had sold. There was a lot of them that had sold. So one day, I can't wait for that to happen with the t-shirts that we're making here. That it's not that I've seen people walk into the store here wearing them, and that's cool and all, but they bought them from here, and so you'd expect that to happen, right? But if I go out in the wild somewhere, someone's wearing it because that's just the thing that they wear, and I get to see them do it, and I'll know that I've designed it and I've made it and I posted it to them, or I've given it to them. That's what I'm looking forward to. I cannot wait. I know it's going to happen as well. I know it's going to happen. But anyway, less of dreaming forward. So let's deal with the now. 3 t-shirts to make for today. But my God, it is bloody brilliant working here at the Retrograde. And I hope that you get to come in and see me too. For more on my previous career, why don't you head over to LinkedIn, look for me. You'll probably see my profile here somewhere. Look me up, hit me up, connect. If there's some way that we can work together in the future, maybe just let me know what you do. And maybe we can work on something together, a collaboration. Anyway, I'm gonna get on with these t-shirts. Time waits for no one. See you next time.